This morning, rumours that Sarah Ferguson could make millions with a tell-all book revealing the secrets behind royal life. Will join me now, former Tory Minister Michael Gove, and Ross is in Los Angeles for us. Just rumours at the moment. There's been all sorts of things saying that she's going to talk to Oprah Winfrey. That always seems to be, you know, the next step, and that she would write this book. She's worked really hard to get back into the royal family. It's all gone horribly wrong. By association, of course. What do you think?
I don't know why she thinks this is a good idea.
No.
The thing is that the whole Fergie-Andrew drama has moved from being tawdry to sad. And I don't think any of us have any particular desire to rake over the coals of their relationship. And the particular thing, I think, is that she's a mother. She has two grown-up daughters now. They're leading their own lives. By all accounts, they're lovely, blameless women. Why should it be the case that if their mother spills the beans, that suddenly they're in the limelight as well, and that more questions are asked about the atmosphere in which they grew up? I can sympathise with Sarah. It's Andrew's sins that are now obviously affecting her life. But I think the most important thing that she should do is just show a bit of dignity. Yeah, no, yes. You're so right. Ross, you know she's gone to America before to sort of lick her wounds and reinvent herself, and she's been a spokeswoman for brands and all the rest of it. What do you think is behind this? Do you think it could be a move to the States? What do you reckon?
Well, not only do I think there's a possibility, but also I think as well that it's a story that all newspapers come up with every time, isn't it? It's like, you know, where do people go to reinvent themselves? They come out here. There certainly would be an appetite for an interview with her, whether it be with Oprah or with anyone else out here. I mean, I think it is quite funny when they say it could be a six-figure deal. I would think she's going to do the whole tell-all. She'd certainly want more than six figures out here, and I think she possibly could get it as well. I mean, it's interesting. I did a US interview just after all the Andrew news broke, and I actually said at the time, it's interesting, you know, will the royal family have thought this through in terms of Sarah Ferguson, because you know at times she has been a bit of a loose cannon, and the thoughts are, you know, could you come out and say anything? I completely agree with Michael as well. You know, you've got two daughters there to think of. But it is very interesting as to whether or not she would come out here, again, reinvent herself. She's come out here before, you know, she's sold a book. She's been on a lot of the entertainment shows out here as well, and they do like her. So, you know, that's a possibility. Yeah. And again, as you say, Lorraine, the Oprah one is always the supposed go-to, isn't it?
No, it absolutely is. And I mean, not only a mother, a grandmother as well. You have to think about your grandchildren as well as your children. So maybe not. Now, do you remember yesterday we talked about former Prime Minister David Cameron sharing his prostate cancer diagnosis? And Michael, I know you were pals at one point, you've had fallouts, you know, whatever. But when someone is sick like that, have you had a chance to just say anything to
them? So I, like everyone, woke up yesterday to the news. So I messaged David, I texted him to say that I hoped he was feeling 100%, and it was quite worrying news. And he texted back, he said thank you, and said that they'd inspected the bomb damage, and he was feeling better, fingers crossed. So it's very David to be very sort of upbeat and cheerful, but inevitably, I know it will have been worrying for him and for Samantha when the initial investigation showed that more work was needed. It's quite a sort of sophisticated approach that the doctors took, you know, this new way of dealing with it. And it appears to be the case that he's got the all clear, which is encouraging.
Which is absolutely brilliant. And I mean, in a way, you know, we've looked before, like Sir Chris Hoy, you know, we talked about this yesterday, completely. The Chris Hoy effect. I mean, sadly, his cancer is much more advanced. But he has done wonders. Just to get, even if it just gets one man to say, right, well, you know, I better have a look, I better go.
No, the whole thing is, there is a natural desire amongst men not to go to the doctor, not to complain, sometimes out of fear. And then the other thing is the whole area of the prostate, because it's about sexual health and the bedroom and all the rest of it, there's an extra level of embarrassment. So the more people who are open about it, who say, look, get yourself checked, and actually, if there is something there, then get it zapped quickly, and then normal life can resume.
Exactly, Ross. The quicker the better, that's for sure, and that's the message in the US as well. Are they a wee bit better at it in America? Are they more open about things like this, do you think?
I would say slightly. I think obviously back home we're a little bit more reserved about things. And again, as Michael says, you know, when it comes to men just sharing problems at times, especially when it's things in that area as well. Out here, I mean, they're definitely, trying to get it out a lot more. Right. And people are being encouraged very much to talk about things.
Good, well, they should be, absolutely. Now, look, Ross, there's a strange story going round. There's an aristocrat here causing a great deal of controversy, is there not?
There is indeed. Sir Benjamin Slade, I think Michael knows this man. He's 79, descended from King Charles II. He's launching a bid to find a new wife. Now, just before everyone decides to apply for this, let me tell you the things that he's looking for. Just here's a few of the things. He wants her to be at least 20 years younger, to give him 2 sons, to have a helicopter licence as well. And then the don'ts include, doesn't read The Guardian, isn't a Scorpio, and is Scottish. So there we are. The man has absolutely no taste whatsoever.
What a cheat.
Isn't Scottish, yes.
Michael, that's me scuppered. That's me scuppered.
Well, Lorraine, I think it's a lucky escape. I've met Sir Ben. He is hilarious. He's good fun. But while he's a great mate, I think he'd make a very poor husband.
Exactly.
And I think, yes, life with him would be entertaining, but it wouldn't be Downton Abbey. And I think the list of requirements lets you know that if he's saying this at the beginning, can you imagine what it would be like once the ring was on the finger?
He's talking about paying her, though, whoever this poor woman would be.
Yes, 50,000 a year.
That's not enough.
No, I think, he's basically asking for someone who has the sort of military skills of an SAS warrior, but also all of the attractiveness and the childbearing, sort of, what's the word, future of a Miss World candidate. And it's an impossible list, but then he's an impossible guy.
He's an impossible list, he's an impossible guy. I mean, Ross, maybe there's an American there. Do you remember there was that whole thing of American heiresses or American women used to come over and marry into the aristocracy? You mentioned Downton Abbey. That's exactly the storyline there. So you never know. Maybe there'll be some poor soul who's not Scottish and isn't a Scorpio. You never know,
but also as well, apparently he makes love like an SAS man. He's in and out without anyone noticing. So maybe he won't get any takers out here.
Ross King, you're so naughty. You wouldn't be having a list like that, Michael Gove.
No. As far as I'm concerned, I think that it's a positive advantage for any girlfriend, prospective wife, or bidey-in to be Scottish. So I know that you're very happily set up for it. So I can't make any propositions on the sofa here today. But the key thing is that
I never thought would happen.
I think that Sir Ben is missing out on so much.
Thank you. Absolutely, the silly old fool. Thank you both so much. That was hugely entertaining. Always a joy. Hi there, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We upload new videos every single day. So click here if you're interested in this video or head to the homepage for more amazing content.